Hi everyone, welcome to my first video in the channel. So this first video will talk about 10 questions in e-learning. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ayudwi. So are you curious with the 10 questions in e-learning? Yes, exactly. I will explain you right now. What is online learning? Explain also synchronous and asynchronous learning. So online learning is any form of learning which conducted without face-to-face learning, but it often use internet to connect it to enter or to log into that course online course learning. So there is two kind of online learning course. The first one is about synchronous learning. It means that the learning process conducted at the same time or in the real time. But how about asynchronous learning? It means that the learning process are happening at different times. It is learning more flexible than synchronous learning, right? So for your information, in online learning course, uh, it can include a learning with or without any instructor physically present at that time. So it's so easy. We can just learn with internet. So the second one is about what are the basic features of LMS, and please explain. The first features is announcement. Announcement is the place where instructor communicate an important instruction in the learning course. So here is the example of announcement, as you can see. And the second one is about syllabus. Syllabus provide structure for the course online and then outline course expectation. And here is the example of syllabus. There is an course description, communication strategy, course objective, and many more. And the third one is about lesson. Lesson is the core instruction in online course. If there is a huge material in your learning, it's better to divide it into several units so your student can understand easier. And here is the example of a lesson itself already divided into several units. So yeah, it will easy for your student understand it. And the fourth one is about discussion forum to promote conversation between teacher and also the students. So here is the teacher already gave the topic. So later on, in this forum, teacher and student can do discussion each other. And next is about drop boxes. What is drop boxes? Drop boxes is a digital space to update student assignment or assignment update or upload. And here is the place, the example. So student can update their assignment over here. And the next is about uh, grade book. Enable teachers and students to review, to check, to track their academic progress in the whole semester. So in the end of semester, teacher and student can see their grade, their scores. And the next is about course mail. Enable teachers to send message to the class member about the related material. For here, as you can see, teacher gives something that related to the topic material. And next is about resource. All types of online materials that students require to review, to read, to watch. And then here is the example. And the end of the introduction, there is two resources such as PDF and Word related to the material. Now it's about as an online course, teacher give an example of a good introduction writing for one topic meeting, and please explain it. Well, here is the introduction that I choose. So why it is called a good introduction in one meeting? It is because this introduction already provide the purpose of the introduction of the learning. So a good introduction should provide goals or the purpose of the introduction. So the student can understand what will they do in the next step of the learning process. So next is the why online learning material must be attractive. What elements are needed? And please give an example. Well, before I will explain to you about 3 tips to create an attractive online learning course. The first one, you need to use color combination. The second one, standardization. The third one, use significant graphics and interactivities. Why is that we need, as a teacher, we need to make our online learning course to be attractive? It is because a good design is a lot like clear thinking made by visual, right? Yes, exactly. A good visual design supports students to get deeper understanding about the material in online learning course. And what are the elements? The first one is layout. In layout, you need to aware with this specific thing. The first is space, line length, justification, heading, and subheading. The second one is about text. You need to aware about typeface, type size, and also the color. And the last is about graphic. The symbol, the use of icon, bullets, or the numbers. So this component, this element make you can help you to make a good interactive online learning course. So next is about please explain type of online learning activity and provide relevant technological tools for the types. So here is the first one is the class discussion. Class discussion, online class discussion facilitate student class participation in online course. What is the relevant tool? It is such as like forum discussion, like Schoology, and then the second one is about shared knowledge base. Wikipedia is an example of how a wiki is used to support ongoing contribution to an online course. What is the relevant tool? The relevant tool is wiki and also Wikipedia. The third one is about practice exercise. Online practice exercise facilitates student class participation in an online course. It is the relevant tools such as like Kahoot, Quizlet, and many more. And next about online class discussion. Online discussion is one important element in online learning. Sometimes it may not work well. How does a teacher optimize the discussion? So the first one, pose a good question. Provide students a good debate topic rather than a long text that will make the student bored. The second one is about student chance. In a big class, we need to divide students into a group and give them opportunity to do a discussion each of them. So the third one is about monitor the discussion. Teacher instruction and feedback are really important in the section. And the fourth one is assign grade, the biggest predictor of their success in online course. And the last one, grading online discussion. Assess student the quality of student of their post, not the quantity of their post. And the next is about please provide an example of learning resource that can be used to engage learning in online learning course. Okay, here is the example of question number 7. So this example provide a video as a learning resource that resource to make students being more interested and engage them to learn in the online learning and get deeper understanding through a video from the video resource rather than a long text. And then next we move to the eighth one. Kindly give example of effective assessment in online learning. Pick one or another interrogation of more than one language skill. So here is the example of effective assessment. So here is the example of grammar text. Teacher assess exercise for participation for students rather than for correct and incorrectness answer. Students assess their own progress based on the automatic computer-generated feedback. So here is an effective assessment online learning course in the grammar task. Next is about what are the basic elements to consider when building an online course. Please explain. Okay, the first one is learning outcomes. Learning outcomes are the core of a process that creates course and program. The second one is syllabus. It contains very detailed course outline and it does how it organizes the online learning course. The third one is about set up to course outline. It is used to set up to plan the course week by week clearly. And then the fourth one is the lesson. It should be clear in each unit to help organizing online course structure. And next is about the question number 10. Please give an example of one online lesson in your class for one meeting. So here is my example. Here teacher provide several resources and it is include PDF, PowerPoint, and also video resource. After students read and watch these resources, they are asked to answer the quiz in the end of the day. In the end of they watch and read the material or related. And yeah, I think enough for the explanation of 10 questions in e-learning. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much and bye bye.